A very good morning, one and all. I welcome you all for the wonderful session. And my pleasure to introduce today's speaker, Ishita. Ishita is a computer science and engineering graduate. She was a recipient of the full tuition fee waiver scholarship all throughout the undergraduate degree during the batch 2016 to 20. She was awarded the Best Tech Talk presentation at Capgemini. She has also received a certificate for the national level essay writing contest conducted by the UNIC, India and Bhutan. She is currently working as a marketing analytics specialist at the Gartner. Before that, she was working as the risk analyst at the KPMG Indian during the internship. She was also appointed as a Secretary General of the SRM Indian Energy Conference 2018 edition. It is a national level conference conducted at the line of MUN with focus on energy, climate, and environmental issues. She has an enthusiastic immuner and has also served as an executive board member in some of them. She has profound interest in analytical because of her quantitative aptitude, loves playing around with the numbers and possesses sound business acumen, thereby providing the business strategies and recommendation to the clients and stakeholders. She also skilled in the sales and marketing and event management and content writing as visible from her past internship. My hand over the session to the Ishita. Ishita, I welcome you.
Hi, a very warm good morning. Thank you so much for introducing me. It was a pleasure to be here with the students and alumni, and this is going to be helpful for all of you. So I'll just share my screen. Let me know once you can see it. Yeah, ma'am, let me know.
Yes, it's fine.
Okay, ma'am. So the presentation, as you can see the title, How to Overcome the Fears of Placements. I'm pretty sure most of you would have or would be struggling with the placement process. Oh, I'm not being placed. I didn't get a good offer. There's so much of competition. What to do? All these fears and stress ultimately bring us down and we start underestimating ourselves. So today I'm here to help you out to overcome the same. And don't worry,
Ishita, make it
everything has a
slideshow.
solution. Sure,
Ishita,
ma'am.
sorry to interrupt you. Make it slideshow.
Yeah. So basically, this presentation is going to focus on what are the challenges we face during the placement process. How can we actually make the best use of the opportunity once it's available because of the cutthroat competition, like I said? And of course, not to forget, batch 2020 and 2021s are the ones who have suffered a lot due to pandemic. So what can be done in such a situation? And I would like to share my experience as well as in how did I job hop during the pandemic. So when we come to the challenges, obviously stress is the first and the foremost challenge, I would say, or the issue. We have so many opportunities available. Of course, at first we have class tests going on, assignment submission, projects, MDD, and over that you have job stress. Why? Because it's a matter of career. This is something which will help you kickstart the process, and that makes us more stressful. We
Ishita,
believe or we. Yes, ma'am.
again, sorry to interrupt you. So please make it slideshow, ma.
Yes, ma'am. It's already a slideshow.
Presentation, ma. That's not
Uh,
visible.
Let
Press
me
F5.
reshare once.
Yes.
Sure, ma'am. I did that. I'll just reshare.
Okay, no issues.
Now it's there.
Yes, fine. Okay, continue. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. So I was talking about the challenges, and because of all the ongoing activities, we feel stressful, and because we have continuous multiple placement exams coming up, that makes us even more stressful and nervous. We start feeling anxious. How will we achieve? What to do? I'm running here and there for one exam, other exam. he got shortlisted, but I did not. How is that possible? These are some common questions which all of us, I believe, face. Even I was in the same boat. Nothing, don't worry. But definitely, as I said, we have to conquer, and there is a solution available. So, when it comes to job dilemma, the point is we all forget to look at what type of placement are we looking at, or are we targeting, or rather, we are interested in. We start applying for whatever opportunity comes up, as in, okay, today you have software engineer job, next day you have marketing job, next day you have writing or social work related job. We keep applying without even analyzing, are we fit for this job? The point here which I would like to make is quality and quantity. I i'm pretty sure you would be now as in able to make your mind that okay, quality definitely matters. Applying to n number of jobs does not make sense. So that if you can shortlist, or you can consider the target that okay, this is the type of genre of the job I'm looking for, then shortlisting will become much easier. Because I'll tell you how you can actually curate your profile and tackle the same once you have fixed your mind that okay, this is a job I'm looking for. So shortlisting will become very easy in that case. I mean, the chances would increase, and you would also not have that fear of rejection. Uh, you know, mm, I did not get selected for this job, or I did get shortlisted, but I'm done with my test. But next day I have my interview. I'm not even prepared. I don't know what will I do. So all these points are there which we need to eliminate. And of course, in our college or any other college, I would say, because of the huge strength of students who are sitting for the placements, you have cutthroat competition. And I'm really thankful to our college because they have always ensured 100% placement, or at least they have targeted that. And honestly, they have really strict rules, I would say, that do make us feel that why have they kept these rules, but it's for the benefit of everyone. So can't help it. We have to make the best use of the one time opportunity, and that is how I'm going to share my experience with the same. So, like Vijay ma'am introduced, that I have, profound experience, rather interest in analytics. Why? Because since beginning, or rather childhood, I have loved numbers. I have always loved problem solving, and this, always led me to the thought that either I want to go to mathematical research or I want to go in some quantitative field. Slowly and steadily, with the progress of the and the advancement in the field of big data analytics, business intelligence, I realized that this job is perfect for me. This type of job, when I say type of job, I'm indicating the relevance of the job. That is where I discovered my interest, that okay, this type of job. Believe me, in our batch, the placements had already started from summer internship, I would say May, June, and then they started at full time opportunities in July. I was not applying to any of the jobs except those focused on analytics. I still remember there were very handful of single digit companies who were coming for analytics, and everyone was pressurizing me ki, at least you should apply. Even if you don't clear the exam, you should be moving forward. But that's not the case, because I know I'm not fit for the software development job. So there's no point in stressing myself with the load or the burden of the placements. And that is when I was only focusing on analytics. The first company I think which I applied was one of the leading pharmaceutical companies, who came for 2 3 different positions in the field of analytics. And there I was really stressful. Why? Because I have very limited opportunity for analytics. Hardly, as I mentioned, single digit companies were coming in. So there I was very stressful and nervous that I really want to grab this opportunity. I don't know, I just want it, because I don't know, maybe in future I don't get the placement in the relevant field. Most of the companies were coming for software development, and I think this is the same case with all of you. So what happened? Because of my nervousness, I did clear the first round, and even the second and third rounds was held on the same day. But because I was nervous, I was not mentally prepared to appear for the video interview round. And there, even though my quality of answers was great, but the confidence, the presentation skill, The nervousness was reflected, all these got hampered, and I could not make it to the further processes. That made me even more stressful and anxious. I was not, you know, in a mood to uh, talk with my peers, discuss about the jobs, and I was not even able to focus on my CTs going on. So it just spoiled my mood. Then what? Still, as my friends motivated me, do not lose hopes. If you are really focused that you want this job, you will definitely get one day or the other in the field you are targeting. How can we do that? You need to curate your profile. By curation, what I mean is you should be uh, updating your CV or the resume every time a job comes up. Let's say there's a data analyst job. As a data analyst, sometimes title is not sufficient. We definitely need to go through the job description. There, if you see, they might have mentioned Python, NLP, machine learning, and such areas. They are looking at technicality. So in that case, putting skill set like data visualization or only Power BI, SQL, that won't help much. It will help, it will add value, but not much. Why? Because they require something else and you are putting something else. So even if you have done courses in those fields, you should not be adding only them. You can add them maybe later in the list, but do give priority to what is mentioned in the job description, and only if you are confident enough that yes, you know this. Simply mentioning that I'm skilled in Python, machine learning, big data, all this is just from a high level overview basically. But go into deep details. How proficient are you in these skills, in the skill sets which you mentioned? Proficiency also matters a lot. So on the other hand, after if it's not data analyst job, but it's, let's say, marketing analytics or business analytics, that would completely require different focus. In addition to the data visualization tools and programming languages available, you should be focusing more on the business side, on the sales and marketing, business development, on your business logic, how you deal with the clients, your communication skills, your negotiation, collaboration, your presentation. That all equally matters in this case. Maybe in data analyst job this won't matter much. Definitely it's a skill to be added, but when we weight these skills, that matters. So once you have curated your profile according to the job description, it's now all about the interviews. I'm pretty sure if you're curating your profile, your profile will be shortlisted. Now it comes to interviews. Now interview is something where you are the runner. You are the one who is directing it. I'll give you an example for all these from my experience. So what happened, I was sitting for like, as I said, the first offer went out of my hands. The second time I gave the entrance exam, it was pretty good, but I was not shortlisted, probably because of the strength. Then the next exam which I made through was for one of the big fours as an analyst job. So I was pretty enthusiastic about the same. But what happened in the interview round, the panelist, there were three panelist members, and all of the people who were coming after taking their interviews, they mentioned that they are asking searching and sorting algorithms, and a little focus on profile. Everyone had the same point who were coming from the panel where I was supposed to go, and I was really nervous. I did become nervous that I don't know how will I be able to tackle searching and sorting algorithm. Maybe they might ask me advanced questions. But then I just drank a glass of water to calm down and just go with the flow. What I did, I entered the room, and they started with tell us about yourself. What are your skills and everything. In about yourself and the skills, I clearly mentioned one way that even though I'm from CSE background, I'm not purely interested in technical job like development, web development, or software engineer. I'm interested in so and so job because of my so and so skill sets, as you can see from my profile. So this clearly, grabbed their attention and they focused to profile. I wanted to play with my profile. That is how you can direct it in your own direction. When I mentioned numerical ability or problem solving in my interview, what they did, they did not ask me searching and sorting algorithm, but they asked me one question based on the programming logic, I would say. They gave me some arrays and asked me to perform some operations. So I did give a solution. It was a short program, basically based on logic, and it was they focused on time complexity. They asked me what is a time complexity. It was coming out to be O of n square. Then they said, can you optimize it? They were not testing my answers. They were testing my ability, as I mentioned, programming logic, business logic. So logical skills were being tested. Then I asked them for like 1 minute, let me think over it. They said, sure, take your time. And suddenly something struck me. I tried it out and it was taking less time. Definitely, it was not um, the most optimal solution, I believe, but I could optimize. So when I explained them my approach, I did not, by the way, do not just give your answers, focus on approach. Approach matters here. Even if the answer is wrong, it's all fine. They are testing your logic. So they clearly mentioned that, can you explain how you did this, the second approach? I explained them and they were really surprised. Oh wow, even I didn't think of this solution, one of the panelist members said. And the other members, they said exactly same here. So this is something, a big example of how you can grab their attention and you can run it wherever you want to. They ask you questions based on what you answer. They do not have I would say, pre-decided questions. Maybe some of them are there, but not all. It's you who runs the interview. That's the most important thing which you all need to remember. Now, making a transition into, I know this is the most struggling part for all of the 2020 and 2021 graduates, because pandemic has really affected the job market. There are so many layoffs happening in the companies, very limited opportunities, and over that, obviously you have cutthroat competition, so many students applying for that. So you all must be wondering, how can we actually make best use of the limited to limited opportunities? Because I'm pretty sure less placements are happening and very less students would be placed. There would be many of you who are placed but are looking for a better job opportunity. So uh, definitely this is one of the problems, but what can be done? As I mentioned before, and I would like to reiterate, please do not give up, do not lose hopes. You are talking about the 2021 graduates, about it will be 2 or 3 months that you all will be graduated. So just wait for the graduation, because what happens is when you start applying for off campus placements, even these days I'm sure you would be applying to many placements, but they simply reject because you're not graduated yet. They want at least a degree in your CV or your profile. So wait for the graduation, have patience till then. Meanwhile, what to do till those 2 3 months? Start doing online courses in the field you are targeting, because that will really add value to your CV. Why? Because what happens is, if you just go to them with the skill set and the marks and the courses done in college, please don't mention them. Courses in college is something which even they know what is the curriculum, what is the syllabus. You need to focus on the online and additional courses you have done from platforms like Coursera, Udacity, Udemy, and edx, and many more. These courses are actually something, they show your enthusiasm, that you are interested in these types of jobs and you are keen to learn. Your learning ability can also fetch you job. I'll share my example with you. And once you're done with some courses, pick up any problem statement you feel like. Anything. This is not working out. I'll give you my example. I won't be able to give full details because the project is still underway. But as college student, I felt that there was some issue with the elective courses. Some problem which we figured out and we always used to crib about. I picked up that and I was just discussing with my friend, and we just came up with a we started discussing what can be done about it. And slowly and steadily we realized that we can actually build a solution for that. Let's try out. He was really technical, to be very honest. Without him, I could not have thought. And we started building a solution. started picking up, and that actually became a major project. We were really eager to, give it as a product to the college, but unfortunately, pandemic did not give us opportunity to do that, and we are still in hopes that once it's published, we can get it done. So here, what I'm focusing on is pick up a problem-solving statement, start working on it based on what you have learned so far, and don't think that I'm proficient in Python, so I won't be able to do it. What you are doing simultaneously learn how to do Python, how to do that. This will also help you expand your knowledge skills. Once you have the project, definitely you can showcase them to the interviewers, add it to your profile, and also get some internships as well. Till you do not get a job, even internship, freelancing experience will count your ability, your strength in those skills. That will also give you an exposure or a platform to exercise your skills. And once you're job ready, nothing can stop you from getting a job. I'll share my experience as in how during the pandemic I made a transition. So, I was describing my interview experience. There were two rounds of interviews and one jury. I made through all of them and I got a job. My internship started in January 2020. It was supposed to be till the pandemic, it got delayed. And I realized that this is something. Definitely, I loved the company. Everything was good, but I was not able to contribute to my ability or to my potential, and I there was some part of interest missing. If you are really interested for the job, that will help you achieve the job satisfaction, and you can also make the best use and get many awards in the companies. So I decided, okay, this is not something which is interesting me. I need to change. But it was pandemic. How can I just leave the job? At least I have an office security in my hand, and it will be very risky to move forward. But I resigned like that I did in 2020. By July or August, I would say, I got an opportunity for a job. I made it through rounds. This was also a test. In the HR round, by chance, first HR round, and they had the technical rounds. In HR round, they said that I'm not a full-time employee yet, and I do not possess number of months of experience which they mentioned because I'm an intern. So they were not considering me to proceed with the profile. I tried to convince them, but they had something in their mind and they rejected me. Fine, but after some days, I again applied for the same post. I don't know, I just saw it because earlier it was removed and I thought, okay, they have hired someone else. I again saw the job opening and I applied for the same. After few days, I got a call from senior recruiter that, I have already had the HR interview and this time they will directly move with the technical round. So this is the example that never give hopes. I applied for n number of jobs. Rejection had really become part and parcel for me. Almost every day or every week, I was receiving, sorry, we regret to inform you that you have not been shortlisted. And I just used to move on that okay, it's all right, it's part and parcel. But when I saw this email, the job when I applied for it, literally I called up my friends and said this is the job I'm looking for. That was A to Z matching to my profile. And then when I applied for it, reapplied, I would say second time, I was considered. And in the technical round, I made through it. The next day itself, I had senior director round with my director in based out of USA, and within a day, I got the offer letter. So please never give up. If you are focused, if you are enthusiastic about job, you will get it someday. And how did I do that? Initially, before applying, as networking skills. Now, this is something which I really want to focus on. uh, Start connecting and expanding your network on LinkedIn because that is a platform where you can connect to n number of professionals. You just need to connect or send a request or directly ask for, can you please refer me? No, that is not the thing. Discuss with them, who are you, what you would like to, what type of job you are looking for, and if they can help you out. And definitely they will help you out. They will tell you that, okay, you can explore this area, you can check out these jobs, and then if you have them, if you find some job, do approach them back and say that, I found this job, it's very interesting. This is my CV. Please help me out. How can I proceed with the application? So if you develop that the professional relationship with the person, definitely you will be referred very easily. Referral is something which gives you top notch priority over others who are applying directly on the job portal. So LinkedIn is a very good platform, I would say. That is what I also did. Once you have the referee, and he or she applies for you, you can also now start learning. Ask them what goes on in the company. They won't tell directly, but yes, what the company is all about, what is the focus of the company, and you can gain lots of information and try to relate what you have and how you can contribute to the company. Because this is very common question in interviews which you are asked, especially off campus, that how can you work for the company? How can you be, a useful resource for the company? They usually very confident how it relates to you and why you are fit for the job. Once you start focusing on that, you can also talk about your internships, your projects, your freelancing, like I mentioned before, and that will show your eagerness to contribute to the firm. They will not stop you even if you do not have that advanced level skill set technically. If you have that personality, definitely you can learn on the job. There's no need to worry. You can you like I mentioned before, you need to highlight your skill sets, that okay, this is the skill set or technical competency, this is my behavioral personality skill set, this is how I can relate these two and contribute to the firm. One thing which is about the mock interviews, I also did that. Like I got all of a sudden notice, the call from the senior recruiter that we will be technical round, and it was just the next day. It was 4 p.m. in the evening, and next day I had my interview. The tools which were mentioned, I had worked on them before, but not to the advanced level, and I knew about them. And I had done online courses when I applied for the job in hopes that I would get it, and I did get it at the end. This is where I'm working also currently. So, just a day before, when you start becoming nervous that I'm not prepared for the interview, what to do, ask your referee to conduct a mock interview for you. That will help them if they are also possessing the same knowledge and the tools which are required. Because in technical round, they look at some decent level of competency. Apart from that, like I mentioned, the profile, the experience, and your skills, your presentation, confidence level, that also matters a lot. How you think out of the box, all these skills are tested in the interview, more than just the answer to the question. So I asked him to please, if possible, conduct a mock interview and tell me how it would go. And he did have an interview, and finally, the next day, I was able to make through everything. So who this is where I would like to say that all these are myths that in pandemic we cannot get the job, pandemic has really affected, we are going to be jobless, what to do. You can break all these doors and just move on if you are really ambitious and passionate about what you are looking forward to. With that, I would actually like to mention two quotes which are really relevant to the placement process which you all are going through. One is that achievement is largely the product of steadily raising one's levels of aspirations and expectation. Why? Because you need to be really focused. Again and again, I'm reiterating, be passionate and keep working towards it. You will achieve a goal. And second quote is, what is a recipe for successful achievement? To my mind, there are just four essential ingredients. Choose a career you love, give it the best there is in you, seize the opportunity, and be a member of the team. Nobody will be able to stop you from grabbing the opportunity. With that, I would thank you all for your time, your patience, and listening out to me. If you have any questions, please feel free to either comment here or reach out to me at LinkedIn. You can search Ishita Malhotra and you can get connected to me.
Thank you, Ishita. Thank you so much. So very wonderful session. You're giving a very clear-cut view to our viewers. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
If any queries further, we can give your contact details to them.
Okay, ma'am, sure. I would prefer LinkedIn actually.
Thank you, Ishita.
Let's see how
Yes.
efficiently you all can connect a network.
If you want, you can put in a chat box also, so then viewers can able to get it.
Okay,
Your
just
LinkedIn.
give me a moment. I'll add my LinkedIn profile maybe.
Yes.
Hmm. Can you see it?
You just type it in a comment. It will.
Ma'am, is it visible? Okay, comments. Okay. Uh, I can only use private chat. It's not there in the comments actually.
Okay, Ishita.
Maybe if you can copy the same.
Yes, I'm just posting. நான் போட்டுட்டேன் இன்டர்நெட் கனெக்ஷன் ப்ராப்ளம்னு வருது. Okay, Shita, I will share in a chat box. Shall we end this section?
Sure, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so
Sure,
much.
ma'am.
Thank you, Ishita. Keep in touch.
Thank you, ma'am.